Concentrate, concentrate!
Hello and welcome to Formula Brav. My name is Paul.
Hello, my name's Pete.
Hi, I'm Andy.
And this week we're going to do something a little bit different. I thought we would change it up a little bit. We're going to have what we call a hot lap challenge here, which is effectively like a qualifying session. We're back at Bran's, place we haven't been for a long while. And we're going to split it into 3 rounds. And at the end we're going to try and have a little race. So let us know if you think this is a better way to do things. Leave a like or a comment. And also what we're going to do this week is we're going to read out some emails that we got from viewers. If you'd like to send a question or a comment, you can email them to formulabrav@yahoo.com. Formulabrav, that's one word, @yahoo.com. So I think Pete, do one more out lap and then the next one's hot, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's the case.
Okay, very good. So why don't we read out one of the questions we have here. This is an email from Kelly in Frinton. She writes, "Dear Formula Brav, how many hours a day do you practice and how long did it take you to adjust from a controller to a wheel?" Now,
it depends who you're asking.
Yeah. It sounds I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. It sounds to me like she's setting me up here for a roast because she's heard previous episodes and she knows that maybe I practice a little bit more than you guys do.
Yeah, maybe you got a bit more free time on your hands. And all power to you. That's no one's knocking you for it.
You've cut it down to about 60 hours a week though now.
I think that's what she's doing. I honestly I get 50. I do 15 minutes because in this game if you do, I think it's 26 miles. They call it a marathon, daily marathon. If you do 26 miles in this game, you get a free car. So I try and do that. It takes like 15 minutes to get there. To do the 26
I think Kelly
miles.
deserves an honest answer though, Paul.
So I do a minimum of 15 minutes a day.
Ah, that's better.
Sometimes I do a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Sorry.
Yeah. And, well, look, hey, let me tell you something, Kelly. Keep this to yourself, okay? But the reason I'm so good is not about practicing. It's just raw natural talent, okay? Other people do benefit
He's
from
lying
practice.
again.
Other people do benefit. Well, look, Pete's this week obviously put in some hours because he's
on the track.
He's on the track, so yeah. So
look at that. I mean, he's hardly come off once. But
exactly.
Concentrate, concentrate.
But how many hours do you think you should practice in order to be able to get up to the kind of standard that you're at? In all seriousness, what? An hour a week? Hour and a half a week?
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, it's like all things. The more you practice, the better you are at it. I mean, her second part.
Practice, the luckier I get.
The second part of her question is how long did it take you to adjust from a controller to a wheel? Now, I took a long time. Pete picked up when he moved to a wheel. He was there pretty much straight away. For me, it took months, literally months, to be as good on a wheel as I was on the controller. So
only 6,000 hours of practice for that.
I think the answer to that question is it depends on who you are.
And I guess it also depends on the rig. It depends on the wheel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But good questions, and thank you for writing in.
Just to finish that off though, Paul. Do you now prefer a wheel or a controller?
Once you've got used to a wheel, there's no chance going back to a controller.
There's no going back. Absolutely.
Once you go wheel, you never go back.
The phrase literal game changer does get thrown around a lot, but in this case, it was a literal game changer, and it's just. You can't get the most out of this game unless you've got a wheel. It's as simple as that. You don't realise that the game is capable of that until you've got a decent wheel in front of you.
Yeah.
And then you realise just how much more it's actually got to offer than just using a controller.
Would it be useful to say what wheel you use?
I've got a Logitech G29, I think it is. Driving force.
So there you go, viewers. Here's your next purchase.
Yeah. So your two laps are up, Pete.
Yeah, I didn't do so good there, did I?
A 1:12.
Certainly not the time I was hitting in practice.
Well, there's a difference between practice and when the cameras are rolling, as it were. So the second email I've got, let me just read this out before I jump on the track here. It reads, Dear Formula Bruv, do you guys ever fall out over races, and who is the best gamer? That's from a Chelsea fan in Essex. So I'm going to leave that one to you and Andy to answer. All I'll say is I hope you bitches recognise. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
So there you go, Pete.
Let's see what he's got.
Do you ever fall out over races?
No.
No, absolutely not. And having been party to many of these conversations, I can confirm that, bearing in mind that there are several thousand miles between the brothers, there has never been a physical altercation.
Although once I didn't speak to him for 3 months when he beat me on a track.
Yeah, but
Funny enough, something came up in my Facebook memories the other day, about a year ago, where you were you said, well, that was humiliating. And that was obviously where I'd thrashed. I think was it a good minute there, Paul? I believe it
was about a minute. Yeah, it was disaster.
Yeah.
And that goes back to the first question, doesn't it? Because I think that was when you first started using a wheel, wasn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
And we shall never speak of this again. Quite frankly. Oh, he's off.
Sorry, I was just changing my settings. I was just changing my settings there.
There we go. Excuses already. So who's the best gamer then, Pete?
Well, I think clearly.
I think this is more general than just Gran Turismo.
Well, I mean,
the question doesn't specify, does it? Whether it's.
It doesn't really specify, no. But again, my answer would be it depends what game you're playing. Now, clearly, if it's GT Sport, then it's going to be Paul every time. Because he's a dedicated driver, he takes it seriously. He's got gloves and everything. He's not messing around. So, but conversely, you stick an AK-47 in my hands, and I'm going to wipe out the entire team as a one-man army.
Virtually.
Yeah. Rambo's got nothing on me.
Or a lasso.
Or indeed, or a lasso.
Yeah, but there are different types of games than just driving games and shooting.
This is true, but you have to understand the only games that Paul and I play are driving games.
What other games are there, Andy? Fishing, cricket.
Fishing, cricket, tennis, football, all sorts. And I'll tell you what, until you've actually landed an 87-pound mirror carp. Oh dear, hello. Mr. Cocky's a bit dodgy today.
Thank God this is your out lap, right? Or is this a hot lap?
This is my first hot lap.
Oh,
this is a warm lap.
Right. He's got the second one to recover though, so it's fine. Don't panic.
So as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, until you've landed an 87-pound mirror carp, you really don't know what gaming's all about. So, I'll just leave that there.
I wish you would leave that there if I'm honest, but what can I say? Okay, that's cruel but fair. Oh, nice kiss in the apex there. Paul seems to have composed himself a bit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell that because he's gone a bit quiet, so he's decided to try and keep it on the black stuff.
So have we established that I'm the best gamer, or is that been established now? No.
No, as much as you would like that to be the case. I think,
If you want to find a herb in Red Dead Redemption 2, Pete's your man.
I'm good with herbs. Excellent with herbs.
Oh,
And of course,
And
if
lassos.
you want to use a blowback rig, then I'm your man.
use a what?
There you go.
You say,
blowback
you know,
rig.
Blowback.
Whatever
so
that
you
is.
start,
Is that a fishing thing?
get a fishing game for crying out loud. You know, broaden
If
your
you know, you
horizons,
know.
man.
Oh.
If you know, you know, and clearly we don't.
Is that it? That's my 2 laps, isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
that can't be.
Yeah, it is 111.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Well, so neither of you are really on the pace at the moment.
So
We're looking at what 109 roughly practice times.
yeah, 109
Yeah,
is
we
the
did
lap
hit
record.
109. It's funny you should mention the lap record, Paul. You were saying something earlier about Nigel Mansell's lap record and the time that I hit in my practice during the week. What?
The
The
late
numbers
night
escape me
Mansell.
now. Could you refresh my memory as to who was faster? Was it me or Nige?
So Brands Hatch has hosted the British Grand Prix 12 times, I think, between 64 and 86. And Nigel Mansell, who is the only guy to ever won it more than once, I think he won in 86 and 85. But in 86, he set the fastest lap, the fastest race lap, I should point out, of 109.593 in his Williams
By a
Honda.
Yorkshireman.
Yeah. So 109.593 is the race lap record.
Didn't
So
I
that's
get
what
something
we.
like 109.393 or something
Listen,
along those lines, wasn't it?
what's happened off camera doesn't count. Okay.
Well, okay. That I'll give you.
Yeah. So
Let's see what I can put out the bag
so
today.
yeah, let's have a look, Pete. Let's see what you can do. You're up next. Round 2. This is round 2.
All right. Round 2. Here we go. He's got the fastest lap. I'm confident I can get past that.
So while you're on the track, let me
I've
read
gone
out our
wide, I've
third email. This email
Got
is
another one?
yes, our third email. This is from Little Miss Sunshine in Clacton. She writes, "Dear Formula Bruv, does the wheel really enhance the experience? I'm looking to buy, but I'm only 5 foot tall, and I worry I will have trouble reaching the pedals." So yeah, so does it really enhance the experience? I think the quick answer to that is yes, it definitely does enhance the experience.
And
I
probably
think in
sitting
their
on the
case-
floor might help Little Miss Sunshine.
Platform shoes could also be a boon.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Booster cushions are available.
Booster cushions are good. Platform shoes. But in all seriousness,
Still-
Probably 2 booster cushions, one for each cheek, would probably be advisable.
Crutches?
what I would suggest is, you try the rig. Most rigs have a movable
Feast.
chair, like you get in a car that you can slide back and forth to adjust the position. And try before you buy. That would be my advice. And if you're setting up the rig, Pete's got his wheel attached to a desk. So in that case, it's just a case of how tall is the chair that you're sitting on. But definitely the wheel does enhance the experience, wouldn't you say, Pete?
100%. I mean, I just can't believe the difference it made. I mean, as I said earlier, it was a literal game changer. It was like, being blind and then having a pair of spectacles made, and all of a sudden everything is crystal clear. You didn't realise how bad everything was before you had it,
If you were blind, those spectacles would have to be pretty fucking good, wouldn't they?
They would, yeah. They would have to be quite, yeah, like Hans Zimmerman style, really thick, beer bottle lenses. That's serious.
Yeah. It's like having
we allowed to say-
foresight
are we allowed
and
to
then
say
having
blind?
laser treatment. Why not?
Is that not the PC term?
Seeing
it's
impaired,
what?
isn't it? Seeing impaired, isn't it?
Oh, come on.
Well, you know, I'm just thinking about our...
Really? The world's gone mad.
I hate PC correctness. That's why I play on the
visually-
console.
Visually challenged.
So, yeah, so while Pete's doing his round 2 here, I'd just like to tell the viewers that Andy, who joins us here, he's really starting his journey now on GT Sport. He's currently using a controller, but he's thinking about getting a wheel. So a lot of these questions are pertinent to Andy's journey. Maybe later on, Andy, you can let us know where you are in your GT Sport journey.
Yeah. I'm happy to share.
As Pete
It's got
comes,
to be
Would you
bad
like me
stuff
to
as well. There's good stuff though.
as Pete comes
Warts and
round
all, I'm
Clark
afraid.
Curve for his final time. Is it good?
Ah!
Oh,
It's better,
0.6 off.
Right.
but
You hopping
it's
on,
not
bro?
great, is it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll come off. Let's see what you got. I didn't want to go too, I didn't want to push it too much just in case I went flying off. Because I have a tendency to do that. I don't know if anyone's noticed.
Nice and conservative, but you stayed on the black stuff, got a good lap time in, and that's the important thing. Well, not
Yeah.
a
I was
good
ahead
lap
of the
time, but, you know,
previous.
a lap time.
I've done better.
Well, no, you haven't actually, have you? Because your previous lap time was 1:11.478.
Oh, Pete's got the lap time.
Or
has
am I
he?
just being a bit
Pete's-
pedantic there?
Pete's got the best lap time.
He has, yeah.
Told you. Oh, here we go. Let's see if he can keep it on the tarmac. Less fishtailing. Less digging sandcastles. Kissing the apex.
This corner here, which I think is Surtees, is... I don't know about you, Pete, but I find this the most challenging corner there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very difficult.
And I think
kind of
it's-
creeps up on you.
And I think getting it right is really key to getting a good time.
Really
lap
have a good
time.
race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, way
Oh, dear.
too high.
Oh,
Whoa! Taking a leaf out of my playbook.
hello.
It's okay, it's an outlap, it's an outlap.
So getting back to the practice thing, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that coming on?
Yeah,
Was that an example? Was that a typical example that we just
Well,
witnessed there? or-
maybe 80 hours this week, yeah?
I don't want to shoot my bolt too early, as it were.
I think that horse is bolted.
This is an outlap.
You've got a
remember.
horse.
Okay, here we go. Hot lap.
Right,
Come
here
on.
we go. Come on.
Up to the first corner.
Do
Nicely
you-
done.
So tell us about your experience on GT Sport, Andy.
Well, I mean, I've literally, well, I don't say literally, but just started to practice, inspired by yourselves, obviously, and I struggle. I've got to be honest, I struggle. I'm not a good gamer. No, I don't think there's any secret about that. And I find it very difficult to put the track in kind of 3 dimensions in my head. It's very kind of a flat image for me. My spatial awareness is obviously bollocks, to put it technically, and so well, I've spoken to you a lot about it, and I think ultimately what it comes down to is putting those hours on the track, to learn to keep the cars straight until you get into a bend. Don't put power on too early, don't brake too hard, and it's a very tough bit. There's lots and lots and lots of bits and pieces to
I'm wondering
keep
if,
you interested
I'm
in the
wondering if
game, but
VR would
it's a struggle.
VR would be a benefit to you, because it
Oh, yeah,
genuinely is
massively, I
like
think.
it is genuinely like driving a real car if you've got the VR.
Yeah, well, I think this is the thing. I think most people think that you can put a game like this on, and because you can drive a car, and in real life I drive quite fast cars. this is a very different experience, and it's a big learning curve.
Yeah.
And to get as good as you are, as good as Pete is well, it's just lots and lots of practice. If I was, sort of 3,000 or 4,000 hours practice behind you, then I'd probably be okay.
I think knowing the tracks, the layout of the tracks. I mean, it's one thing to watch a race on TV and you know the track from watching it on the telly, but to actually drive around it, albeit virtually, knowing the layout and knowing what corner's coming up next, and after a while, if you've got that knowledge of knowing exactly what corners you're anticipating next, then you can just focus on the okay, what speed am I going to this corner at? Where am I braking? It's having to learn the track on top of not coming off of the tarmac is very difficult. So it's a huge advantage to know the layout.
I think knowing the track is above everything else is the most important thing, without a doubt. Because when I first started playing this game, I would to test cars, I would always use the same track. I used Maggiore, and so that I could get a sort of a baseline for how good a car was. I'd always test a car on that track, and so when I would race online against real people, online, not just the campaign as it were, but the online races, I always did better. Most of my victories came from Maggiore because I just knew that track. I'd done it more than any other track. It was just like, I'm racing at home. It was like my home race, I just had the confidence.
Nature.
Yeah.
So
I think above anything else, knowing the track is the key to being fast.
How long does it take you to kind of learn a track, in terms of laps? Is it, 20, 30, 40, 50 before you're confident?
Well, I think you should know a track. You should know whether the next corners are left or right within 10 laps.
Yeah.
But to sort of to get to the point where it's you know every nuance of that track, I don't know, I would say maybe if you did a 60 lap race on a track, at the end of it you're gonna know it.
Yeah.
You're gonna know it well.
If there's any of your car left.
No
Yeah.
doubt. Yeah. Especially if you're driving a Ford.
Yeah.
So here we are now. We are at round 3. I think I'm holding the record, am I?
You are 110.
110.
Yep.
So this is
that's
now
beatable.
This is now a final third round, and what we're going to do is we're going to have 1 out lap and 3 hot laps. So when you're ready, Pete, jump in. Jump in.
Okay.
There he goes, he's off. Emerging from the pit lane.
Can actually get. Can I go in
gazelle.
cockpit? Why can't I go in cockpit? Can't get the in-cockpit view. Always difficult. No, that was good. That was good. That was good.
No,
Yeah,
I
held
could
it
have
well.
it better. I could have been closer to the apex.
I don't know why I can't get the in-cockpit view for.
Ooh, well held.
Held it. Sheen. It's a great corner.
Looking quick. Nice.
Why can't I get Pete's in-cockpit view?
Probably user error, Paul.
Probably, yeah. So that's your out lap. Okay, here we go.
Oh no, I've gone wide.
You kept it. You
That's
kept it.
terrible.
Still on the track, that's the important thing. That's it, well done. Good. Yeah. that's a
Breaking the
nasty
corner there, not ideal. Not ideal.
He's really
Slow.
pushing it now, he's pushing it.
That was slow. Got to do better on the next one.
Smooth. Got to keep all 4 on the track.
In an ideal world, yeah. But we live in an imperfect place, I'm afraid.
Oh, we do. If Brexit's taught us anything.
Brexit's taught us nothing.
Oh, it's taught me a lot about myself, Pete.
Right, that was in.
I don't like this corner.
That was an 11.
Oh, it's a swine, isn't it?
Paddock.
That's better,
Okay,
that's
it's
better.
not bad. That's good. Yeah. Nice, nice.
Blue sector.
Blue sector.
Yeah. That's it. Get on there. Just keep it smooth. Just keep it smooth.
Good, good. Oh, he's gone purple.
Yep. Yeah. Got to hit this apex. Oh yeah. Just
Nice.
ragging it.
That was close.
Purple again.
Another purple, yeah. Good, good. Just got to take this corner nice.
No, too much power, no! Throw it
okay,
away,
it's
what
okay.
a dweeb.
It's okay.
I still think.
You got another lap? You got another lap?
No, have I?
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
yes.
3, of course,
Three,
yes.
three, yeah.
Yes, it's not over, it's not over. Second win,
Hang
here
on,
we go.
hang on to it, hang on to it.
Here we go. He says, slower. By
Yeah,
half a
half
second.
second.
Yeah.
That's
All
all
right,
right. You can,
I'll
you
tell
can
you
pick
what,
that back up.
because he didn't know he had another lap and he sort of slowed down on the straight. Let's give him one more after this. Call this
I get a mulligan.
call this a
I
call
get a
this,
do-over.
call this an out lap. Call this an out lap and you get one more.
He's too kind. He's making concessions
Unless-
all over the place.
I did announce 3 laps at the beginning of the thing. He obviously wasn't paying attention.
You did, I just
Yeah,
wasn't paying attention. Well, I was concentrating on driving, unsurprisingly. So,
Well, I did say before you got out on the
isn't that what I was
track.
meant to do?
Did you not read the running order?
Yeah. Okay,
Mind you,
come on.
That's nice.
Get it together.
That's nice.
Here we go. Focus.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Wind up for that car. Here we go. Nice.
Nice.
Bit wide there, but good.
Blue
There
sector.
you go, blue sector.
Blue again.
Yeah, purple.
Was that purple? I thought it was blue.
Yeah.
What's purple, yeah.
Late breaking into there. Oh, yes, nice.
He's on the ragged edge.
Lovely. Yeah.
Blue sector.
Blue sector, yeah. Half a second.
Half a second up.
Just got to nail this. Beautiful. Hit it.
Oh, he does it!
Oh, oh, he's taken it. He's taken it. The challenge is on. 10.473. That's a good time.
That was 1.74. That was 1.74. Sorry, 0.174 faster. Wow.
So here we go, Big Paul.
Don't mind if I just have a quick drink. Sorry, guys.
The pressure's got to him.
The pressure's on.
It's a
Okay.
bit dry.
Hey, could have been worse. You could have been in Singapore this weekend.
Yeah, really.
55 degrees in the cockpit.
Yeah,
No thanks.
pretty warm, isn't it?
40 millimetres off the track.
Yeah. Well, that's why they earn the big bucks.
They certainly do, except the ones that are paying.
Yeah.
There we go, leaping like a gazelle from the pit lane.
I'm gonna put my. So I got.
This is an important outlap. There's a lot of marbles on this track now.
Stay off the marbles. Although the marbles do actually, there are visible marbles on this track. I don't know if they actually do affect the car. I know it does. Dirty air definitely does play any factor in this game.
I mean, I think it's worth mentioning that this is actually a simulation. It is so close to the real thing.
It's very good.
So for any viewers who like it and haven't got it, it's worth the investment.
I had a friend come over recently. He's not seen a console or a PC game for probably about 20 years, and came over and I booted this up and sat him behind the wheel, and it just blew his mind. I mean, he could not believe not only how gorgeous it looked, but just how well the wheel kind of pairs up to what's happening on the screen. It's just the feedback you get. You can tell whether you've stubbed a wall on the top side of a wheel or the back side. It's different either way. It just blows my mind. How do they program these things in?
The feedback on the wheel is
it's incredible. How do they do that? How do they describe? Oh right, it's got to feel this way.
Ooh, blue sector.
It's definitely one of the best looking games.
Only 0.1. Yeah, on a UHD screen, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll have to take your word for it. As I'm on a HD panel on a PS4 OG.
You want a PS4 Pro on a UHD, mate?
No one invites me round.
That's what you want. Oh, you've lost a significant amount of time there, my friend.
Have I? I was purple on my
Were you? Maybe I'm seeing things.
If only I knew somebody with a 4K screen and a Pro who'd invite me around for a cup of tea.
Well,
that'd be nice.
You're always welcome.
Wouldn't it?
You're always welcome. I've said this
that's
to
very kind of you, Andy.
I've said this to you.
One doesn't want to intrude, obviously.
It's not my fault you're scared of my wife. Purple sector. Off we go.
Oh dear. No, that's her fault.
To be fair, so am I.
We should let the viewers know that Andy also has two very large dogs. And they're not.
They be German shepherds.
They're not backwards at coming forward. Let's put it that way.
They're most approachable.
They're a bunch of old softies when you get to know them, but at the first meeting, they
look like they will rip your arms off.
Quite daunting.
Yeah, but we have got a rather lovely picture of one of my shepherds cuddling Paul on the couch.
Well, they know good people. They sense good people.
They know good people. You're right. Oh, this is going to be.
Oh
dear.
What's going on?
We'll have to dig that picture out and put it on one of our social media pages.
Yes, absolutely.
And everyone can see for themselves.
I might just flash it up in the.
Even though it doesn't exist yet, you'll do it anyway.
Half a second purple there.
Yeah. The Instagram page that isn't there, but will be at some point.
It's in the process.
Well.
Another purple.
So can someone give me? I don't know. I've got no times on my screen here. I don't know how if he's up or what's happening.
He's up. 0.7.
Okay. What's his best lap time?
Well, they weren't good, to be honest with you.
So far, 10.6 is my best.
So is it roughly? He's about 10.5.
That's going to slow me down. That's going to slow me down.
It's going to be close. It's going to be really, really close.
Here he comes. to the finish.
Come
He's
on,
gonna
come
do it,
on,
he's
come
gonna
on,
do
come
it.
on, come on, come on.
Oh!
What? 2 tenths. Are you serious? Oh my
Come on,
goodness.
tell me. Hit me, I missed it.
10-6.
I think you're still leading, my friend. That's
Really?
1:10.473, fastest
Yes.
lap time.
Yes.
Interesting.
So well done, Pete. Let's
that would make me the winner?
let's
Thank you.
hold on a second before we have the applause. Let's roll the animation. Well done, Pete. Yay.
Thanks everyone. Thank you. I
There you
feel
go.
that the practice has paid dividends, clearly, you know.
Obviously,
Look at me, I'm a
I
practice-
winner.
think you're right.
Practice
Yeah.
does make perfect. Yeah. So,
certainly seems
So
to.
where are we next week, bruv? Can you-
so well, before we
Walk me in
do
the
that,
direction.
I thought we were going to have a little 3-lap race. What do you reckon about that?
Oh, do
Yeah,
you-
if we've
oh,
got
God.
time, go for it.
Yeah,
Come on in.
I'm excited.
we got
Come on
time.
in.
We got time. We got time. Let's see if you can get the triple crown, Pete.
Can I hang on to the FL?
Oh, Pete, Andy's in as well.
Andy's on the track.
Oh my God.
Oh, there we go.
Hang on, I need to do something about that.
Just drive. Just
Dude,
drive.
just drive, man. Just go
drive.
with it.
We'll have a back marker
It'll
to
be
deal
fun.
with. Right, keep your foot on the brake until the lights go green.
Here we go.
Oh, that was a
Oh,
bump.
that's
From,
contact.
that was a bump from the back.
Yeah, well,
That was
that's-
Andy, was it?
down to
Didn't have a radar. on.
that was down to Paul and his terrible start as usual.
Just can't get those wheels to grip, can he? Really
I was going to say.
struggles. Traction is not his friend.
Well, I don't have to. I don't use traction control. I like to be old school. But I was going to say to Andy, you know, you do have a wheel. You can turn around me, but then I remembered he doesn't have a wheel, so that would have been.
No,
Doesn't have a wheel.
it doesn't.
One day.
He has a very old controller, which is poor. And
You're
is
not thinking, oh my
definitely-
God, he did actually do that.
Remember, you've got push to
Unbelievable.
pass, Pete. You got push to pass. Oh, gone wide. Gone wide. Can I?
Oh, we're not taking advantage. Slipped back. The cream rises.
That's my line. Oh no! Come on!
Oh, it's not looking good for my older brother.
Oh dear, this is not good. This is not good.
4.5 seconds. Now, normally this wouldn't be a problem because we've raced maybe, what, 10, 12,
Yeah.
possibly 15 tracks, but no, this time we're already on lap 2 and you've got 4.5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm
to
going to have to
make
pull it
up.
out of the bag here.
You are going to have to find a miracle, quite frankly. And that will usually consist of me throwing away a decent sized lead.
Well, let's see how you perform under pressure. Mashing the
Purple
push to
sector,
pass.
4.7.
Gap's coming down. Will it come down fast enough?
Oh no, I've come off. Oh no, I've come off. Oh no, I've spun. Oh no, there we go. That's exactly what I was just
There
talking
you go.
That's my turn to smash the push to pass button. Here we go. Come off again, crying out loud.
Came off again.
I did.
And we're in the final lap, and Pete's got. Oh no! I'm looking at the time and kept it. I kept it, but that was silly. Don't look at the clock until the race is over.
Oh, I see cones that weren't there in the middle of the road before.
Yeah, I was looking
I
at.
wonder who that could be.
I was looking at the gap and nearly came off at paddock. So can I pull a little bit of honour back for the elder sibling?
There's no way I'm going to be able to make up 4.7 seconds. Half a lap to go.
Yeah, I know, but since you won the qualifying, I thought the honour should be pulled back for the elder sibling.
Oh, that was amazing. I've just defied physics. Seriously, look at that on the replay. From my perspective, I don't know how on earth I'm still on the track right now.
Okay.
This is annoying because I'm like getting blue sectors here.
Yes. So, I think that's one each, isn't it?
Ooh, look what you for. Damn.
Your consistency
How you
let you
getting on,
down.
Andy,
Your consistency let you down.
Eh?
So, and obviously Andy's still running, hence the... there we go. And the cream rises.
Well done, well done.
Was I on pole there?
No.
Did give me pole for some reason. I got a star for pole. Anyway, on that unusual bombshell.
Hang on before we go.
Oh yes, we've got to see what cars we've got.
We've
yeah.
got cars. We've got cars
Yes,
to
yes,
win
that's
here.
right, that's right, that's right. Please give me something good.
Oh, I see a Shelby Cobra in the mix.
It's a nice car.
Yes! Shelby Cobra, baby!
Really? Oh, nice one.
Hell
I,
yeah.
I think I've won a Ford truck. A Toyota truck, should I say. Yeah. Yeah. A Tundra. So
You win some, you lose some.
on that disappointing
On that
bombshell,
bombshell.
Yeah.
thank you all for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and come back next week where you'll see more exciting races. And so it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Yeah, it's goodbye from me.